A survey conducted in the year 2020 highlighted the fact that only 52% of people knew how much money they needed for their silver years. But they did not have any retirement plan in place, and the remaining 48% were unsure of the required corpus. You see, after a specific time period, you'll stop getting the regular flow of money. I mean, you can't work forever, right? No need to worry because there can be different ways of looking at retirement planning. You could start off with opening a simple retirement fund. But how do you go about it is the question. To some, this entire procedure may appear complex, like Ramesh. He wants a safe future but has no clue where to begin. Well, he doesn't have to worry anymore because we'll go through this video series and make everything simpler. So, let's begin. Hi guys, my name is Prateek Singh. I'm the founder and CEO of LearnApp. Let's start with Ramesh. Ramesh is 35 years of age. He's an accountant and he has a wife and kid right here that he has to take care of. He earns 60,000 rupees a month. Now, where do you think a person like this would spend that amount? He'd spend it on the child's education, home, traveling, etc., etc. Now, Ramesh, like every other family, has his own expenses. And he also obviously has an income. So as you'll see, his expenses could be multiple things over the years. He might have to take care of his daughter's wedding in the future, her education, he has to take care of family, and all the other expenses that go with leading a life. But his income is also increasing, right? So over a period of time, his income is also increasing as his skills increase. But there's one thing here. Ramesh wants to retire from work at the age of 60. So let's think of this as a timeline, and I'll mark this 60 years. Now, 60 years is still 25 years away. It's a long time. But let's just understand what this goal actually means. The goal is retirement. Retirement is when income stops for a person like Ramesh, but his living expenses don't. So I'll extend the expenses over here. And these expenses could be anything. It could be pilgrimage. It could be looking after a new home. It could be playing with his grandchildren without worrying about expenses, etc. Just leading that retirement life. But if all these expenses are happening and there is no income, so over here the income is completely stopped, how do we fund this phase of our lives after Ramesh is 60? Now Ramesh has two options. The first option is that he stops living a comfortable life. He worked his entire life, took care of his family, even took care of himself, and has a certain standard of living. But now since his income is gone, maybe he does not have that standard anymore. His life after retirement becomes a struggle. The other option, which is a much better option, he actually is able to live the life he did his entire life and continue to have a stress-free and a peace of mind kind of lifestyle. But how does he get there? For that, he needs a retirement fund. So when Ramesh is slightly older, he actually needs to build a retirement fund to cover this gap because his income does not exist. But where does this retirement fund actually come from? Well, it actually comes from this phase of his life. In this phase, his earning phase, he can actually build this retirement fund and use it to take care of himself and his family after retirement. In this video series, we will learn how to build a retirement fund using the National Pension System. In the next video, we're going to learn how you can plan your retirement when you are in this phase. See you there.